What's up, Taurus? Welcome to the Rosy Tarot and welcome to your Why the Silence spread for the first 2 weeks of June 2019. So this reading is going to be from June 1st through the 15th is what it will be targeting, okay? So everything you could need or want to know about this reading is going to be in the description box below if you are not familiar with this spread of mine, okay? But to give you a quick brief, like, who is this reading for? It is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome as well, who are dealing with someone who is just up and fucking ghosted them, okay? So if that is you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or cross watcher, this is for you. Keep watching, okay? So if you do find that this is telling your story, please do like, share, and subscribe, okay? And lastly, before we dive in, if you are interested in a personalized version of this reading, that is something that I have started offering. So if you are interested in booking one of those, you can just go to my website. It is therosytarot.com, or just shoot me an email at therosytarot@gmail.com. And all of that information is in the box below as well, okay? So Taurus, what we're gonna jump right in and ask is, why did this person ghost you? What was the root cause of this ghosting? So let's get down to the bottom of this, Taurus. So why did this person ghost Taurus? Okay, one more card, please. Why did Taurus get ghosted? Why did Taurus's person of interest suddenly ghost them? Taurus's person of interest suddenly ghosts them. Okay. I'm gonna get one more card, guys, to just to kind of tie it up with a nice bow, and then I will reveal the cards to you. One more card, please, to wrap this up. Make it clear, please. All right. Very interesting energy here, Taurus. So right out the gate, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is earth energy, very Taurus. There's a chance you could be dealing with another earth sign, maybe not. We've got the Ace of Cups, and we've got the Death card. So here's what's up, Taurus. Here is what's up. From what I'm gathering from this energy so far, this person that you're dealing with, who has just ghosted you, felt like things were moving a little too quickly, okay? They felt like, you know, it was a little too much too quick, And they felt the need to pull back because they feel, this is more of the pace they're comfortable moving at, which is barely moving. It's the slowest knight in the deck, okay? This is the pace that they are more comfortable at this current time moving at. And, they were feeling a bit overwhelmed. And that caused them to kind of just shut down and ghost you, which is shitty, of course. Ghosting, side note, is the fucking worst. Maybe one of my least favorite things that is like somehow become acceptable in society, right? Despicable. So I'm so sorry you're going through this, Taurus. And I really hope that this message resonates with you and can provide you with some peace of mind regarding this whole thing, because it's a terrible feeling. So, we've got the Ace of Cups. And we've got the Death card, which is all about rebirth and transformation, okay? Ace of Cups is, a new start in love. Perhaps this is a newer connection. Or perhaps they just were very overwhelmed by the expression of emotion that you offered them. So Taurus, this could be you. That could be your hand right there, offering them this huge cup of love. I could even see this being like a scenario where it's like this person that's ghosted you did so right after you did something like tell them that you love them for the first time. But, you know, fit that as you will, take that as it resonates, but something like of that nature had some sort of like milestone moment, or just maybe just a more serious expression of feelings. Maybe that was much more intimate and vulnerable than what the two of you normally have. It was almost like it was a step up, okay? And you know, this person just freaked them out, freaked them out 100, because this is the pace that they feel comfortable moving at. And, I don't want to invalidate their feelings. Everyone's entitled to their own feelings. And, unfortunately, your feelings may be valid, but ghosting someone is never the answer, which I'm sure, that'll be addressed later. But by you, this person does end up coming back around to you. But yeah, that is definitely the energy that I'm getting here, Taurus. I'm going to actually get a further clarification on this death card, okay? I'm going to use a different deck here. What's this death card doing here as a root cause for the ghosting of Taurus? Please clarify this death card. What is this death card doing here? Way too many cards. Make it clear, please. One card. Please clarify. Okay, we've got the 5 of Cups. Crying over spilled milk. Being melancholy. Okay. So, perhaps, there could have been some sort of fight or argument here, or something that this person may even be like overly sensitive about things, and they're aware of that. They're aware that they need to work on that. This person may be aware of their deep-rooted fears and insecurities that are connected to being vulnerable and talking about feelings and taking things to the next level. And that is something that they are trying to address, because they know that it brings them nothing but 5 of Cups. They know they're never going to have true love. They're never going to truly be able to experience real love until they deal with these issues, these deep-rooted issues that they have. They know that they need to undergo a transformation here, okay? And really let these fears and insecurities go once and for all, so that they can accept the cup of love that's being offered to them. So yeah, that's what I've got for, kind of why they ghosted, as far as like the root cause. Again, still not a good reason. But for those of you this is resonating with, stick around. We're going to pull some more cards and see kind of how they're thinking and feeling about you as well. But if you do feel like this is telling your story, please do hit the thumbs up button so we can get this around to as many Taurus family as possible, okay? So next, let's figure out where they're at in their headspace. So kind of what they're thinking about you right now, Taurus. So this ghoster of Taurus, where are they at in their headspace? What are they thinking about, Taurus? Oh my goodness. My goodness. All the cards came out. Make it clear, please. One card. Where are they at in their headspace? What are they thinking about, Taurus? What are they thinking about Taurus currently? What is their ghoster thinking? How many cards are here? I'll take them. There's 3. Okay. Feels right. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So in their headspace, Taurus, we've got the 3 of Coins, which is the 3 of Pentacles. Earth energy, again. We've got the 10 of Cups. And we've got the 7 of Cups. So, Taurus, 3 of Coins. Here's what I'm gonna do. I have to do it as much as I don't want to. I feel I'm going to feel wrong if I don't further clarify this. So the Ten of Cups is beautiful, Taurus, as you might know if you're familiar with the tarot. I mean, it's like, it's complete emotional fulfillment. It's having everything. This is the romance of a lifetime, 10 of Cups, okay? But the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Coins, the 3 of Pentacles, are both cards that are, that can sometimes be like more of a third party type of energy. And I just kind of, not to scare you, but I just want to investigate that. That's what I'm here for, right? So let's get some clarifying cards on that. So what is this 3 of Coins doing here? Please clarify the 3 of Coins. Please clarify this 3 of Coins. Please clarify the 3 of Coins. What is the 3 of Coins doing here? Too many. One card, please. Make it clear. What is the 3 of Coins doing here? That rhymed. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. What's the 7 of Cups doing here? You have got to be kidding me. Okay. Okay. Not loving this. I'm going to be honest with you, Taurus. Not loving this energy. I'm really glad I clarified them. Because I want to give you a message that's going to resonate, obviously, for those that are intended to hear it, okay? So on one hand, this person that you're dealing with, they can see a future with you in having this 10 of Cups, okay? They can see that. That is something that they think about. However, they still think about what other options they might have of the third party fashion. But I hate this. Like, this is terrible energy together. The 7 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, like, fuck, And here's where it gets worse. So then we have the three of Coins over here, the 3 of Pentacles. Sometimes this is a beautiful card. It can represent collaborating with someone and, coming together to be successful, to rebuild something. It can also represent third party energy. 3 people, obviously, 3 people. So I clarify it with what? The 7 of Cups, the same card that came out over here. And the 7 of Cups is all about options. What's funny is it's about the illusion that you have options. Typically you don't. It's an illusion. It's basically, this is somebody with a healthy ego. I'm going to say that. This is somebody with a healthy ego that we're dealing with here. And by healthy, I might mean bigger than it needs to be. Okay? Who might think to themselves that, they're a little fearful of rushing into anything and accepting this cup of love from you and are kind of wanting to slow things down because, they're not sure that they're ready to make any sort of commitment, real commitment to you, Taurus, because they still have, they're still thinking about if there's maybe something else out there that might be better. That's out there, that's an option that's just right there waiting for them. I don't love that. I don't love that in the headspace, Taurus. I don't like it at all. And then we've got the 4 of Cups. I mean, I hate this energy. Very stubborn, just this man, he is unable to appreciate the full cup of love that's right behind him being offered to him by what looks like to be his own little daughter, because instead he's staring at these 3 bullshit empty cups in front of him. What a loser, right? Like, this is like the person that's like always thinks the grass is always greener, okay? And fuck that. Taurus, if that is your situation, like this, this could be a blessing in disguise that this person ghosted you. That way you didn't have to get strung along for any, waste any more time. And, I don't want to call it too soon, but that, Whew, this is a lot of cards that all say the same exact thing. And that's, that's a red flag for me as a reader for sure. Okay. For those of you this is resonating with. So let's see where they're at in their heart space. Let's take a look and see. Let's see where they're at in their heart space regarding you, Taurus. Where's Taurus's ghoster at in their heart space? How do they feel about Taurus? How does Taurus's ghoster feel about them? Okay, one more card, please. Oh, goodness. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So, I mean, this is actually overwhelmingly positive energy. Overwhelmingly positive energy. So in their heart space, they would like nothing more than to have successful forward movement here within this relationship. Perhaps this is a result of them having taken some time to, since they've ghosted you, to think about, all of their own deep-rooted fears and insecurities and really like come to realize, okay, what I really feel in my heart is that I would like to have successful forward movement with Taurus. That is what I would like. King of Wands style. The King of Wands gets shit done. Like he's like, boom, 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 let's go. These are both fire energies. So Taurus, you could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. This is the card of Leo. And this King of Wands could be any of them. Okay. So then we've got the Magician. So we've got two major arcana in the heart space. So that being said, so what's on their heart is, the desire to have successful forward movement with you and to really step up and take control of this situation, like the King of Wands would, and create a game plan and move forward. What's happening though here is your ghoster's getting stuck because they are not quite sure how to manifest this. They are not quite, they're just not quite sure how, and, they kind of deserve to have to take a little time to have to figure the puzzle out, right? Because they've ghosted you. They've created the situation. So, they've made the bed that they have to lie in basically at this point. But that is the current struggle and that's on their heart. Like they're thinking a lot about that. They're feeling that a lot, really, it's almost like the fear has shifted more towards now, like, what if I can't, what if I can't get it together and like get this re-fired up, right? So I do want to say this. Taurus. All of this up here, all this potential third party energy that's up here in the headspace, this can go either way. So, I want you to truly take this as it resonates on an intuitive level for you, okay, Taurus? Because, this could be for most people, it's like, when something really starts to get real, people that have these types of insecurities and fears and, wounds that need healing internally, like deep, deep emotional wounds, often from childhood, okay? That have to do with like intimacy and, abandonment issues and things like that. That is what breeds, someone, that has these types of commitment issues. They don't want to let anybody in because they are afraid of being abandoned. They don't want to become vulnerable because they know that means that you then have the potential to actually hurt them. And they've been hurt very badly in the past and they never want to go through that again. And so all of that being said, this energy in the headspace of this ghoster of yours, Taurus, this could also very much represent like, them, these are the lies they tell themselves. This is the same bullshit that got them into this situation to begin with, is them getting all up in their head about it. And it's like a defense mechanism. As soon as somebody gets too close or things get too real, they start telling themselves, well, is this really what I want? Because, I've got all these options. I could have any of these other bitches, whatever, or whatever gender you are. It doesn't matter. Energy is energy. but you know what I mean. You know, they start telling themselves that, and it's ego kicking in. That's why I said earlier, I sense that this person has a healthy ego. I certainly do. However, I do want to say that, you know, that's what ego is there to do, is to protect us. Okay. I just think that this person has an overdeveloped ego, and it's because, you know, it was a defense mechanism, that most likely started during their adolescence. And it overdeveloped to protect them because they were wounded pretty severely. And, you know, it's the universe's way of looking out for you, you know, is to make sure that, like, you're never given a burden that's truly too heavy for you to bear. If that resonates, okay? I feel the need to say that because I really do, I can really see these cards could very much represent that. It's not that this person is like truly doing that. Like, they may not be messing around with anybody or anything like that. This is just self-deception, because remember, this is in the head space, okay? When we see what's in the heart space, it's a completely different ball game. So let's go ahead and pull a few cards here, Taurus. Let's take a look and see what action this ghoster of yours is most likely to take towards you within the next 2 weeks. So within this first 2 weeks of June, okay? The 1st through the 15th. So what action is Taurus's ghoster most likely to take towards them in the first 2 weeks of June? What action are they most likely to take? Action. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep it real with you, Taurus. I don't think you're going to hear from this person within the next 2 weeks. Does that mean you're never going to hear from them? Absolutely not. But based on these two cards, so we've got the Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, okay? Okay? So this is a card of you know, needing to rest and recover and take a breather and take some time to yourself to you know, recharge your batteries. This is someone who was running on fumes, okay? Was driving a car running on fumes, and like this is a must. This is like a necessity for their own mental and physical, spiritual, emotional well-being. This is something they have to have right now, is this Four of Swords. So, you know, don't be alarmed. It's not, you know, furthermore, not only in this case, but this whole entire thing, Taurus, to be clear, has nothing to do with you, okay? The reason this person ghosted has nothing to do with you, because this person actually wants to move forward with you, you know, towards whatever it was, whatever journey you guys were on your way towards, okay, and on. They do want that. What holds them back are their deep-rooted wounds and issues that have to be worked through, okay? So I do hope that gives you some sort of peace of mind as well, to know, like, you shouldn't cry or feel bad about yourself or feel like you weren't enough for this person. That is not the case. That is not the message here for those that this is resonating with. This has everything to do with the person you're dealing with and their own issues, okay? And so the other card was the Five of Pentacles, which is just feeling left out in the cold. So yeah, these two cards together indicate, you know, this person, this ghoster of yours, they're going to be taking the next 2 weeks to rest, rejuvenate, recover, and get themselves in a better place. Okay. You know, they're going to make you feel left out in the cold by continuing to not have any contact with you, basically, is what the message is here. So Taurus, last but not least, let's go ahead and pull a couple of cards of advice for you. So the best advice on how you can handle this situation within the next 2 weeks in the most productive and, you know, productive way possible. All right. Oh goodness, I hadn't even asked the question yet, and it was a lot of cards. They've actually been doing that for this entire reading, Taurus. Like, there's definitely a lot of energy. There's a lot. I mean, I definitely feel like for the group of Taurus, you know, this resonates with, you guys are like, I feel almost like it's anxiety. Like you're having major anxiety about this whole ghosting business, which, to be fair, like, it's not like that wouldn't be normal for anyone that's been ghosted. I mean, I would feel anxious if I'd been ghosted, but I feel like this is next level anxious for those that this is resonating with. All right, what is the advice for Taurus? How can they be most proactive and productive in handling this situation with this ghost of theirs in the next 2 weeks? Make it clear, please. All right. Okay, one more card, please. I'll take them. Okay, interesting. All right, I got a pretty clear message for you here, Taurus, as far as advice is concerned. So first off, we've got the Three of Wands. Taurus, this situation is going to require patience and faith from you. And it's a tall order because this person isn't giving you even breadcrumbs to work with here. They are literally in a place where they are really unable to even offer that. At least for the next few weeks. It really seems that they are going to need to just like go within almost a mini hermit moment for them, okay? So the advice for you here is, Taurus, try your hardest to remain positive about this situation, okay? And be patient and know that your ships are going to come in. It's just going to take a minute. It's not going to happen as quickly as you would like it to. We've got the Ace of Wands, okay? In this scenario, since this is the next 2 weeks, the advice here, Taurus, is really like find, hobbies or whatever, even if it's something that's not a technical hobby, even if it's something you've never tried before, but really try to exercise like your creativity and creative side. Let that be an outlet for you within the next 2 weeks, because it will be very, very helpful. It'll really like calm a lot of the nerves and tension that you're feeling. All of like I said, I was really feeling like this major anxiety in your energy doing this reading. Find a creative outlet that you can use to deal with all of this anxiety and tension much more in a much healthier fashion, okay? So that's the second piece of advice. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is tough as nails, Taurus. She's no bullshit, okay? And she keeps it about the facts. She keeps it about the facts. You are an earth sign, Taurus. This is kind of the yin to your yang, if you will, the Queen of Swords. Air energy, earth energy. They're very different, usually very different people. Got someone, that's very grounded and someone that's flying up in the clouds, So that being said, the Queen of Swords is, this card to me is all about thoughts and control, having really having a very developed ability to control what goes on in our headspace, not like talking ourselves, into some bullshit story that we've told ourselves that is just complete nonsense and literally based on no fact at all. So the message here, Taurus, is stay out of your head, okay? Find a creative outlet in which you can express all of the things that you're feeling, okay? That's going to make it a lot easier for you to remain patient. Nothing good is going to come of you getting up in your own head about all of this and telling yourself a bunch of nonsense that isn't true. Nothing good is going to come of that. In fact, furthermore, that is what this card is saying. That's why it's here as advice for you, Taurus. It will actually have the opposite effect of what you're looking for. So if you want to help propel this forward successfully in the timeliest fashion possible, find a creative outlet, find a way to deal with, find some sort of outlet. You know, even, it doesn't have to be creative. Like if you want to go out to the gun range and shoot guns or whatever, I don't know. Like, I don't know why that is the thing that came to my mind, but it is. But yeah, like it doesn't have to be like arts and crafts. I guess I was trying to think of like the manliest thing I could think of. But you know what I mean. Like just something. Find an outlet. Find something to get your mind off of this whole thing. Because otherwise you are going to, you know, explode. I mean, like legitimately, like, I mean, what I just imagined was like me shaking up a can of Coke and throwing it against the wall and it going everywhere all over the room. Like that's going to be you. You're going to be that Coke all over the walls, you know, if you don't find a way to like deal with all of these conflicting energies that you have inside of you at this current time. Okay. So Taurus, I do hope the message resonates simply because I feel like if it does, it will provide you with some peace of mind and some clarity here regarding your situation. If it doesn't, do check out your sun, or I guess this probably is your sun if you started here, but check out your moon rising and Venus sign videos as well if you don't find any messages here that resonate. If it does resonate, please do like, share, and subscribe. And definitely leave your comments below, Taurus. I love reading your stories. And if you are interested in a personal reading, just reach out to me. All the info is in the box below. Okay, Taurus? I hope you guys have a wonderful couple of weeks. Hang in there, and I will see you soon. Love and light.